everyone, my name is Amos Nimas, and it is good to be recording this video from my terminal because I had some issue with my other computer. I'm gonna talk about the computer I'm using, my other computer with which I had these issues, and what these issues are, and why it's important to have a decent enough computer. I'm at 28 FPS right now, as you can see on the screen. Let's change the screen, the virtual screen I'm on right now, so you can see the specs. I'm using an Acer Aspire, and this machine is better, and it's not a good machine, but it has only 30 gigs of memory. I'm not sure if they show it here. It's in megabytes, but you can guess. It's really not that much. And if I just do memory, which is my own program that I made in Bash, okay, it's not that big of a program, but it's so useful. So you can say I have only 16 gigabytes of free space available on that machine. This ain't a lot. I don't know about the RAM also that I have available, but it's not that much. So this computer ain't good, but it's still good enough that I can record this video, at least I hope, because I haven't done that much testing on it. But this is my dad's computer, because my computer, which I used, was a Toshiba computer, an old laptop that my mom just gave me because it didn't work, so I fixed it by installing Linux. And now it works, but not good enough to record with FFmpeg. I can record some bad quality video with OBS, but sometimes the end of the video is cut off, so I don't know if this will happen on this computer, because often what happens is that these computers don't have enough RAMs, and I guess that FFmpeg store the video in RAMs until, well, the video is compressed in its final format. So that's how I guess FFmpeg works and how OBS works. But all that just to say that I'm so happy that now I have finally a computer that I can use to make those videos. So what I did, I backed up all my config file, not all my config file, but most of my main config file on a USB key, and I have a script to back up my file to a USB on my Toshiba main machine that I use, because this is, like I said, my dad's computer, so I don't use it all the time, but I still install all my configuration. And you might be asking yourself, how does my dad use this awesome tiling window manager? Well, he doesn't. I just enable it when I need it and disable it when I give the computer back to my dad. And also I showed him the eDex UI terminal, because it looks really nice. And on this computer has a tactile screen, and it's really cool with Linux installed, but I don't recommend it, absolutely not, because Linux was a nightmare to install, because I had to go in the BIOS and, you know, change a lot of safety, secure boot setting and stuff like that to allow Linux to work on this machine. And even after I installed Ubuntu, it was still a nightmare to get up and working. But I finally managed it, but I don't suggest it for you. I suggest you buy, if you're in Europe, just buy a Tuxedo laptop, the company Tuxedo. They make Linux laptop that already run Linux, that are 100% Linux compatible. But sadly right now I'm somewhere around the US, so because of shipping fees and stuff like that, I'm not too comfortable ordering one of these. And plus there's the COVID restriction on shipping, and that makes it a lot more complicated to order something from other country right now. So you know, that might not be an option for me. There's also System 76, but I think that their computer are a little bit expensive, and also most of them run NVIDIA graphic card, which I don't like. I don't want that. I want to try AMD, because so far either the computer I had didn't have a graphic card, either it had an integrated graphic card in the CPU, sorry, or it had an NVIDIA graphic cards, which is a nightmare on Linux. And I heard people tell me that AMD isn't the same. So That's why I want to switch back to, not back, that's why I want to try AMD for the first time. Also, I want to show you in this video, which is very important to me, a function that I made, which is amazing. I want to share it with you because it's my favorite function so far. Let me just show you what it does. If I type O, it doesn't work because I do not have FZF installed on this machine, and that is something that I will need to change in my configuration wizard installer. And I made a bash script to configure computer that I use, and it's supposed to install all the app I use, but since FZF is an app I discovered recently, and which is, by the way, my new favorite app on Linux, FZF, I'm gonna show you what it does soon. But yeah, since it is really recent that I discovered it, I didn't implement it in my script to install it automatically, and even if I did, there's not enough disk space to install this. Is that what it's telling? Oh, it's just telling me that I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi, so I won't be able to show you my program in this video, my script, my function if you prefer, because this is a function in Bash that I really want to show you, and I won't spoil you what it does. This is gonna wait for the next video, so this is gonna be the end of this video, folks, so you can like and subscribe and leave a comment. I'm gonna try to answer it best I can. I don't promise anything, but there's good chance that if you leave a comment on one of my video, I will answer it. And I'm so happy to see that I have new subscriber and people interacting with me, and it's so fun. It's a nice journey. I like Linux, and I like sharing my passion for Linux with you. And yes, that's, like I said, this is the end of this this video. And I hope you will be excited for the next one, that is gonna be a little show off of showcases of all the new function I added, where you can find them, because they won't be on GitHub this time. I have a new platform on which I'm now hosting my scripts. Is it because this platform is better or worse? I'm gonna be talking maybe a little bit about that in the next video, maybe not, but yeah, that's it for today. Goodbye.